Hi and welcome to another Checiegirl Creations DIY video. Now today I'm going to do a bit of crayon melting on some tags, and I've already done the background. I did it on one sheet of a cereal box card, and I just peeled off that the branded piece of paper, and I'll show you. So I just peel the paper off of this, and it's quite easy to remove as long as you just go nice and slow, and once you have the edge off you just pull. So I just used a big sheet and I stuck the book paper down, and on another sheet I stuck these wallpapers down. It's just textured blank wallpaper, and I just stuck that down, and then once that was dry I gessoed over it to get it all primed and ready for the crayons. Now, if you want to see a more in-depth video of how I prepare the backgrounds, I'll put a iCard at the top right hand corner of the video, and then you can click through and watch that process. But I just wanted to focus on the crayons, which is why I prepared these first. So I just did a little tester card because I've used crayons in art before, and I made these sheet art canvas boards, and you can see those. I'll put a link below to them on my Pastels site, and you can, if you really like them, you can buy them, and if you just want to take a look, you just take a look. So just go through the link to see those. And I melted the crayons, and I just had the heat gun on. I was rubbing it with my finger, though that isn't a very good idea. I did end up burning my finger, but if I was you I wouldn't do that. So I just kind of did a swatch, and this green one, I'm not too sure what brand this is. I just had these, and I used these, and I didn't really like it on the sheet art canvases I did, but for what I'm doing it may not be too bad. It's a bit lumpy. And then this one, this is Crayola, and it just kind of dries matte, and this melts very nicely. This one is Wilko's brand, and this is really nice. I was using them for another project and I only had black left, and it actually dries with a bit of a sheen. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. So that's really nice. And then this is oil pastels, because I have some cheap oil pastels which I've tried using them, but they're just not very good. So I decided I'll probably use these for melting as well, and it wasn't too bad. It kind of reminded me of the Crayola ones. Then there's these. I'm not sure what brand this is either. It just has crayon on it, and it seemed to have more wax come out than actual color. So I wasn't really impressed with how that came out. So maybe if you just kind of wanted a wash of the colors, then that would be better. But I tried the pink on that, and it just didn't come out as nicely. But even when I was kind of scribbling it on the card, these just look like normal crayon. These two are kind of, it looks the same, a bit like oil pastels. And this just didn't come off very nice. So this is probably a very cheap crayon that may not be as good. But I can try it out and see, because you can just keep on adding layers until you're happy. Though I don't want it to be too lumpy since it's supposed to be a tag. So I wanted the wallpaper to just create a kind of buffer, so it may only go through the grooves on this. It'll just be nice to see. I might mask things off, I'm not sure, but I'll just probably just go with it however the crayons decide to go. So I'm just going to try just putting on color, and the way I do it, I just hold the crayon and then just put the heat gun on it and just focus the heat on, and it will splash about and just run. And I can also put it to prop up against something. So since this is just card, I can put this to prop up, and then it could kind of run down. So I'm just gonna pick my colors and then we can start melting. Oh, and just before I get started, I just wanted to say that I cut out the tags using this die from, I got it in the US from Michaels, and it's called Artsy. This is a set of dies. And as well, what I normally do on the sheet of cardboard, I normally put my color and everything down, then cut it out, but I wasn't sure how the die would cope through cutting wax, basically. And I also didn't want to get it all waxy and dirty, which is why I'm going to color the tags individually. So I have these oil pastels, which is about the same color as these, and I'm just going to see how it goes. So let's begin. Okay, so as you can see, these create a very light wash of color. And I'm also protecting my surface from the crayons with a greaseproof piece of paper, and of course you can then scrape off the color and reuse whatever drippings is left. And I'm doing this mostly because every time you heat it, it'll reconstitute again and get runny, and I don't want to be working on something and heating it and then wax stick to the back of my project. And of course you can use these little bits. So you can also just put the little bits on there as well. And you can also colour on as well, this colour, and heat it. And what you can do as well, you can use tweezers, but I don't have any tweezers to hold it so you don't burn your hands. And I'm going to try putting some oil pastels because I just want to add a bit darker, just to see if it will have a darker shadow underneath these wallpaper bits. Maybe a bit lighter. Right, so I've done all the tags and I really enjoyed this. This is fun. And some of them turned out really well. Some, I'm not too sure about that, but I can find a way to work with that. I really like this. Love this as well. This too. And then there's the wallpaper ones. And the nice thing with this is you can keep on adding to it, which is why, so if you're going to do anything over the top, you probably shouldn't use heat over it, because it'll just react the crayons again. Because I can just take this and add something else to it. Because this is a bit muddy, so I might add some more blue. And just things like that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you'll try this, and if you do, you can tag me on Instagram so that I can see, because I would love to see it, or you can even message pictures to me. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you'll join me on another arty adventure. Bye!